How are you? Thanks for giving Google some time. In the background of this slide is a beautiful new Google product called Tilt Brush, which is virtual painting. You can make videos out of this, it's beautiful. And I'm going to also show you how we implemented this in a case. You guys know this better than anybody else, almost better than us, because we're building the platforms. In many cases, you are building the content and you're planning on it. Content's everywhere. What's interesting is that it's enabled by data now and enabled by technology, and it's being used in ways that we cannot even imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow. Somebody before me, and the clicker is not working. Sorry. Somebody before me said, it's not the technology, it's the content, and I completely agree, which is why we need our entire communications community to build the content on these powerful platforms. Google Zoo is a creative think tank for brand and agencies. We work with Google's largest advertisers and their creative agencies, and in some cases the content departments of the media agencies and/or media owners, to imagine never done before content, brand and business projects on Google's platforms. Where we add value to you guys is that we're myopic on Google. We're specialists on all things Google. We manipulate the insights tools. We're specialized in all technologies. We know what beta products are coming out, and we work together almost to do a brain transfer of all things Google in your project teams when we work with you. And why we're in existence is Google platforms and technology, again, are nothing without content and without you and the community. So it's our mission to bring the best of that content and those experiences to our platforms, because without all that, our technology platforms are simply empty. Content is everywhere. You guys have the media statistics, but let me give you this one. 2 billion smartphones. You think the Internet of Things is new? There are 10 billion connected things right now in the world in the Internet of Things. The question is, which ones are we going to actually use, but time will tell. 1 billion daily YouTube views. Okay, put that together. The 2 billion smartphones, 1 billion daily YouTube views, and then add to that the views of the competitors of Google in video. What are we doing all day? Maybe not working anymore. Google has 7 products with 1 billion monthly active users, growing on average at 35% per year. We can hardly keep up with ourselves. Chrome, Maps, Gmail, Android, Play, YouTube. What is interesting, and that's what the Zoo is working on with their partners, is how can we use these to tie these together? Because for us, they're a creative toolbox. YouTube, as a video platform, is where the world chooses to watch, but I'm not talking about a video platform or a media here. I'm talking about video, ours and our competitors, everything that works on the net right now as the new universal language of human culture, which changes stardom, it changes the way millennials behave, act, interact, work with each other, engage with brands, build their own channels. The whole content industry in LA is completely changing because of this. It's going to change, and is changing already, our entire industry. And look at these guys everywhere right now. 7:31 a.m. is the first time you pick up your mobile, probably next to your bed, when it rings and you look at the news and God knows what, and you get an unwelcome phone call. 150 plus times moments in the day when we check our phones, and growing. and on average 5+ hours a day where we're interacting with mobile content, and 87% of people have their smartphone by their side day and night. And the video runs through those devices. So all the time you're interacting. When you're interacting on mobile, you're also on the street in a place. You can be geolocalized and you can have experiences in the moment, wherever you are, whenever you're looking for them. That's also something incredibly new. That always-on creative canvas gives us a lot of opportunities. Let's look at how interesting and entertaining this can be. This is a project we did for KitKat with J. Walter Thompson. It's called Crossy Roads. So we know that KitKat is consumed all the time when people are behind their mobile and or behind their desktop gaming. Gaming is a gigantic territory on YouTube. So what are we going to do? We did something very interesting with JWT. We did a mashup. We looked at two very famous YouTube stars, Mini Minter with 5.5 million subscribers. Mini Minter is a medium, and people are following Mini Minter, if they're gamers, a lot, every single day. TBJLZ, 2.6 million subscribers, same thing. These guys are the gaming gurus. We mashed them up with a very, very interesting game that's being played called Crossy Roads. It's extremely stupid. I'm going to show it to you. Stupid and addictive. 200 million players. So this is what it is. It's like Candy Crush. They're these crazy little characters that just have to cross the road, that get blown up, and you have to get from one side to the other side. It's as simple as that. So what we did here, we dressed these two YouTube stars up as the characters that had to cross the road. We refilmed everything, creating game scenarios, and we reskinned the game with the YouTube gamers. So what you're getting there is a game played with these guys that are then taking every single move they make and challenging the people on their channels. Again, a lot of subscribers, millions and millions. And this particular piece of content made it to number 3 on the 2016 most watched YouTube leaderboard. This is immense. 1 billion people watch YouTube daily. Okay? That this got so far is crazy. And this was in part through the mashup with these famous YouTube gamers and a very sticky game. This framework, you can adapt it to a lot of other things you are working on. Second one, content in the place, in the time, in the moment where you are consuming it is now being made possible through fine targeting and creative programmatic. What's interesting is the video story component of this when we start working with this. Booking.com is one of the groups Google works with a lot. Here we matched up with Vice to create something where Booking.com would engage with your passions in the moment when you're thinking about traveling or actually travel. Because with our Google Insights tools, when we work on search or when we work on the second largest search engine in the world, which is YouTube, which is a visual search engine, we understand that travel interest is heavily correlated with food. Very interesting. If you look at affinity search, you see this. Best restaurant in the world, where to eat in Las Vegas, Paris, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. Look at the correlation over time. It's only growing. Millennials, as you know, are couch travelers. They sit on the couch and they travel the world. but a lot of them actually then go out and do something powered by the Airbnbs and the bookings and everything else, because it's now within their reach. And what if with Vice, we create content which is very millennial-centric, we build hundreds of stories on a platform called booking.loves, tips from booking when you travel, and you deliver those amazing stories based on people's passion points in the time, the moment, and in the place where they are most receptive. And if they're on their mobile in the place, they can either book and or go to the place of passion and or talk and share with their friends. This is where all these platforms come together. For instance, you see here content that they made, Booking.com loves, and this is a particular restaurant in Amsterdam. They're featuring that. It's for people's food interests, and you get that based on search criteria you use, based on location, and based on interest and travel passion. Going back to your territory, you have an amazing company in MENA called Saudi Telecom that goes much further than only building content. They actually help to boost this whole industry. Plus 60% per year online video watch time in MENA. It is gigantic. KSA has the highest YouTube watch time. And the world's most viewed telecom brand on YouTube is homegrown. STC built a branded hub of original content for millennials, putting together, again, YouTube stars, YouTube creators, and other online creators to build iconic series, such as La Wagif, Don't Let Anything Stop You, a complete, always-on channel with amazing content. This is, for instance, Saudi Hero, encouraging positive habits amongst Saudis, and completely mobile optimized. So again, highest video watch time, plus 60% per year, always on content platform, extremely sticky. People watch this all the time. They're waiting for the new series that are going to be launched. They get alerts and they're on it. And Saudi Telecom thinks this is so interesting. It's also employment, it's expression. They're helping with production investment to build this economy of creators. They're helping with connectivity, tools, planning and training. They're helping with talent shows to have the talent emerge of the YouTube creators in the region, and they're helping with castings for future directors also to help the business and the creation. They are doing a lot to help this in many different aspects for the region. Let's look at how intelligent things can get. Now, this is a very interesting one. This is H&M, global retailer. They bought a company called Ivy Revel. Ivy Revel is a digital fashion-only company catered to millennials, trying to change the fashion industry. And H&M goes, these guys are really interesting. I'm going to buy them because I want to learn from them, because I want to keep my pulse on where fashion and millennials are going. Only retailed online. So together with a partner, Media Monks, the company Ivy Revel, H&M, we worked to build a project which is now being implemented by H&M. And the challenge that I pose to you, is this an always-on content project of YouTube influencers? Is this a brand project for millennials, H&M, an Ivy Revel? Or is this a new product? Or is it all three things at the same time? Let us look.
My name is Kenza, and this dress was designed by my phone. I'm a fashion blogger and influencer from Stockholm and co-founder of Ivy Revel. I believe fashion amplifies your personality. It has the ability to really boost your confidence. But finding something unique to wear is difficult. It can be expensive or take a lot of time. Imagine a technology that is able to create custom-made designs for everyone. You install an app on your phone and select why you need the dress. The technology is able to learn from your activities. It understands what you love to do and where you love to go. It gets to know you a bit better. It translates all of this into a dress with a unique personal story to it. We've created Coded Couture, and it's revolutionizing the way we look at fashion. Magically, art and code working together. And soon, it's available for you.
So this is a project that we did with the Google Awareness API. The Google Awareness API on mobile, if you opt in, can track you with 7 location and context signals. We gave this to about 100 very influential fashion bloggers in Europe to be able to, for them to chart their life, resulting in clothes that have their own unique patterns on it. And right now, the company is in a process of sourcing in China factories that can actually produce this mass market. So we hope that in about 6 months, all the people in this room, if they're interested, can put their week and their life on a dress, on a shirt, and on a pair of pants. Immersive. So this is very important for us because, again, it's going to change the way people interact with content on mobile. When video becomes immersive, everybody is on that roadmap. It's extremely important to follow. So we have our 3D interactive video space. You guys all know that. We also have spatial audio in that. So when you turn your phone in a 3D video, you can also follow the sound based on where you are. But now we're already going much, much faster, and we piloted a technology called Spotlight Stories. It's extremely hard to explain it to you because you have to go on your mobile, go on YouTube, and type BMW Visionary. It will bring up this. It will bring up a 3D story, but the 3D story is completely sequential. So depending on where I go, it is shot in a 3D bubble. Depending on where I go, I see different facets of this particular story. And there's a hot button that I can click on, and it opens more and more pieces of this story in a very dynamic way. And one of these stories, they also run on the HTC Vive, is now nominated for an Academy Award. See how the boundaries are blurring here? This was done with an agency called Jung Format. Got a lot of press. I launched it at CES. This is virtual reality for the masses because you do not need a headset, you only need a mobile. So now everybody is working on headsets. So what we're trying to do is make absolutely sure that within a year or year and a half or so, experiences on Daydream or on the headsets of our competitors will become more and more ubiquitous. In the case of Daydream, it's a beautiful case right now. It's super lightweight. It works with the Google Pixel phone and soon with other phones as well. You put it on and you have a little clicker, much smaller than the clicker that I have here. And when you put that on with your mobile inside, you're already completely in a virtual world. $60, $70. Probably getting a lot cheaper in the future. What can this enable us to do? I don't know if you guys have seen Fantastic Beasts of Warner Brothers, the most just amazing virtual reality experience with all kinds of fantastic animals walking in the movie. They've really topped themselves this time at Warner Brothers with that film. And this is Daydream, where we made all these magical locations come to life. You see that little wand? If you have that on, that clicker is the wand. And with the wand, you can go into all the locations where this was shot and virtually experience, like if you were there, this magical world. And what we also did, and this is a little joke, we added this on. This is Google Voice Search. In the movie they have spells. And when you say the spell in your phone, which is Lumos, is one of the spells in the movie, your phone light goes on. And when you say Nox in the phone through Google Voice Search, your light goes off. That was, we launched this as an additional gimmick, but people really liked it. Interesting to try. Boom. On, Nox, boom, off. So these are just a couple of the 30 or 40 odd projects that we put out per year with clients and with agencies. I hope you like the harvest of the last 4 months. I'm available for questions. And I think it's lunchtime. Thank you.
Thank you very much.